Joss Whedon has written and or directed some memorable comic book and science fiction properties in film and television since the 1990s up until, well, we all know the story of Josstice League, but seriously, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, Firefly, Serenity, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Dollhouse. Whedon was set to write and direct the forthcoming show, The Nevers, but in light of allegations levied by Ray Kryborg Fisher against Whedon, he's been removed from the project altogether. Now, with new allegations surfacing from the reshoots of Josstice League, another one of the cast has spoken out regarding their strained relationship with the writer-director who was brought in to finish Zack Snyder's movie. We've already covered this ad nauseum, and it seemingly added yet another nail to the lid of the coffin containing Whedon's career moving forward. Enter Gal Gadot, who said, according to an unnamed source, that Gadot had a litany of concerns with the Josstice League reshoots, specifically about her character in particular. Quote, issues about her character being more aggressive than her character was in Wonder Woman. Yet another unnamed source claimed that the largest bone of contention between Gadot and Whedon was when Joss allegedly forced Gal to record dialogue she wasn't fond of, to which Whedon threatened to harm Gadot's career if she wasn't compliant. Other allegations originating from that incident state he also reportedly disparaged Patty Jenkins, which is highly uncalled for, because Patty Jenkins' work does enough damage to her reputation as it is. I'm looking at you, Wonder Woman 1984. One witness on the set of the production said Whedon actually bragged that he had it out with Gal after one of their many arguments. He told her,
"He's the writer, and she's going to shut up and say the lines, and he can make her look incredibly stupid in this movie."
The witness said, "This isn't the type of behavior I'd expect from a one-time self-proclaimed woke bae and male feminist, which I covered in a video last summer regarding Ray Fisher's initial allegations of abuse by Whedon on the set of Josstice League, and admittedly I poo-pooed these allegations at first. Not because of an affinity for Whedon, because I'm on record several times stating I think he resembles a sentient piece of discarded foreskin. But more so than the ad hominem attacks, he's just not a great person. Just another scumbag in the veritable cornucopia of Hollywood's revolting seedy underbelly teeming with degeneracy and narcissism." You see, Whedon declared that he was a woke bae and male feminist as a defense mechanism, a deflectionary tactic, sleight of hand if you will. But why, you ask? Why? For the very same reason that Ewan McGregor declared proudly from atop his faux moral high ground that he was an ally to women and a male feminist. In the case of Ewan, it was all because he had an affair with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who also happened to be his co-star in the 2019 cinematic abortion that was Kathy Ann's Birds of Prey. But Whedon's transgressions preceded Ewan. You see, Whedon had been stooping Eliza Dushku, who at the time was married to professional basketball player turned actor Rick Fox. Whedon and Dushku worked together on Buffy and Dollhouse, for those of you keeping score at home. What I find humorous about Whedon's declaration of being woke and proclaiming that he's a male feminist is that both he and McGregor used it as a shield for their philandering, which makes all the irony that much more delicious. Whedon isn't woke, he isn't a male feminist either. He's a pudgy, insecure little man who weaseled his way into Hollywood because of his talent and ability, and used his platform to sleep with women that a man with his aesthetic qualities can only charm with a rag and a bottle of chloroform. His sparkling personality and sunshiny demeanor speak volumes to that point. Gadot and Fisher's allegations both carry more weight in my eyes now. Although in the case of Fisher, it seems he's still stinging partially from the fact that he lost his solo movie as Kryborg, and his career will likely take a hit from the negative publicity that his squabble with DC Films president Walter Hamada has garnered since last summer. Whedon has lost his forthcoming series The Nevers and has been conspicuously absent from the public eye. Maybe he found a way to slither back under the rock he initially emerged from all those years ago. Gadot is set to portray Cleopatra in yet another Patty Jenkins-led project. But after Wonder Woman 1984, is that a good move for Gadot? I mean, she already has her detractors that question her range and ability as an actress. And there's always the shrieking weirdos who bemoan that she's, quote, white and shouldn't play Cleopatra because she wasn't white either. But in historical context, Cleopatra was of Macedonian descent, which Gadot clearly resembles, but facts be damned in this brave new world we find ourselves living in. Oh, and I would be remiss if I didn't call back to the Piece de Resistance, a piece penned by his ex-wife from the pages of the rap titled Joss Whedon is a hypocrite preaching feminist ideals. Ex-wife Kai Cole says, guest blog, and she would go on to tell people exactly who Joss Whedon really was behind the facade of a self-proclaimed woke bae and the veil of male feminism. But then again, what do I know?